Hey guys, my name is Kay Bertani, and today you're going to be seeing my glam that I'm going to be doing for PATRICKSTARRR's ONESIZE Beauty's new launch of their makeup foundation. So, let's get into it. All right. Let's get into this glam, starting out with the color correcting primer. All products will be linked down below in the caption. And then I'm going to carve out my brows. I like to carve out my brows before I fill them in because I feel like this gives me an easier guide. And also I carve out the top with foundation to prevent a halo brow. A halo brow is when you use a lighter concealer on the top of your eyebrows and it just looks like a bright and floating brow, like a halo, literally. And we don't want that effect at all. Now y'all can see why I like to carve out my brows before. It's an easier guide. I'm not filling in too much, too little. I know exactly where I need to go. And not too much on my foundation. This is my spray tan foundation. And the weather was changing. I was in between spray tan appointments. So yes, I know it's not my color, but we're gonna make it work. I already didn't like this look. Anyways, pack in that foundation after you distribute it evenly all over your face. This is going to give you that flawless full coverage. And then go on with the even more full coverage concealer. Pack the makeup on. Quit being scary, okay? If you're a clean beauty girl, I love you. But baby, this ain't the tutorial for you. Now, contour with a cream contour because we want to be chiseled, snatched, okay? All the things because we're going to be in front of the camera. Also, this is PATRICKSTARRR, the queen of slapping on some makeup. Like, let's be so freaking for reals. We have to slap on the makeup. Anywho, back to the tutorial. I'm dabbing in my concealer with the same brush that I use for foundation and also using that to blend in my contour. I don't like my nose contour to be too harsh, which is why I use the same brush. When I'm contouring my cheeks, I like to use a smaller brush because it's easier for me to control how far up high or how low I want to go so I don't erase the work that I did with my concealer. I also do the same for liquid blush, especially if it's very pigmented like the one that I'm using. This is a part where I felt like my makeup got ruined. I used Fenty's banana powder and I don't normally use that with this foundation. It was going on so patchy for whatever reason, but we gotta see it through, my boy. So I just committed to it and kept packing it on per usual. Then I used Fenty's honey powder around my mouth, my eyebrows, and under my cheekbone. I like to use different powders around my face to get the desired look. But child, it was not desired looking. However, we gotta see it through. So I went in with Laura Mercier's setting powder, the one I usually use, around the perimeter of my face to try to bring it all together. But we in deep now, so might as well get it together and keep going. Just out here looking casket sharp as I want to be. Y'all, I was so hot. I was so hot. I said, I look like I'm finna go up the yonder. So mentally, I was like, let me use a little brown shadow and some white eyeliner to try to, figure something out. Did not have any white eyeliner, so I had to opt in for my black eyeliner, and I just smoked it out with the same brown shadow. I was still looking ashy, y'all. I was still looking ashy. So I was like, let me add a little bit of shimmer to take away from the ash. Let me put gold and then like a light shimmer in the inner corner to open up my eyes. Cupid's bow nose. Doing all the things. Still wasn't feeling it. But it is what it is. Rant over for now. Get into the blush. Even though I use a cream blush, I like to go on top with a powdered blush because, like I said, it's going to be a lot of lights, cameras in action, and you don't want to look washed out. Because my skin was parched, I went in with a very hydrating setting spray, and I spray a lot on my face because I don't want it to move at all. I'm not a fan of doing touch-ups, which is why I pack on a lot of makeup and product to where it doesn't move. And for extra reinforcement, we gotta use ONESIZE Until Dawn spray. This is the same spray that Beyonce uses on her face, and she be hooting and hollering on that stage and still be looking good. So use it if y'all don't. This is completely optional, but I do like to fill in my moles. Now getting into the lips. Even though I'm wearing red lipstick, I never apply any type of lip product without a liner because the liner helps conceal it within the realm of your lips. If I don't, sometimes the lip product can bleed outside of your lines. So it's always a good practice to have. No matter if it's a lip stain, lip gloss, whatever, always good practice to use a lip liner beforehand. It makes a huge difference. If you guys are struggling to line within your lips, I think using a circle applicator similar to the one I'm using with my Fenty lipstick, I think those are specifically good for those who are struggling with it because it goes into the grooves and creases of your lips so perfectly, especially the Cupid's bow area. Lastly, I'm giving myself a mini cat eye because I love to pair my red lips with a cat eye every time. Okay guys, this is the finished look and I absolutely hate it, but we're gonna rock with it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more footage. Bye!